Hey guys, it's me, Tommy. Remember in my last video when I showed you guys this really cool method on how to do crochet locks using rubber bands? Well, in this video, I'll be showing you guys how to do the same method, but this time you're going to be doing box braids. I think this method is pretty easy. You get that professional look and beginners can learn how to do it. So let's just jump right into it. So first things first, we're going to start off with the hair. I got 10 packs of this hair called Authentic Jumbo Braid Canker-line Hair in 1B from Sam's Beauty. Thank you, Sam's Beauty, for supplying the hair for me. You guys are the best. And then you're going to start off with freshly washed and moisturized hair. I recycled my clip from my last video because it's the same method that I've done before to get my base moisturized, put the rubber band, twist away, and then you're good to go. So now let's jump right into this method. So you're gonna take your section of hair, you make it as thick as you want it to be, and you're gonna split it in two, making one side 75% thicker than the other. That way you have 3 even sections. I'm gonna explain to you a little bit further as I'm showing you guys how I'm doing it. So you're gonna take the smaller piece and you're gonna crochet it under your box braid, which is gonna be 1 piece of the 3 strands. Now, as you guys know, when you braid your hair, you have 3 strands. So the reason why 1 piece is gonna be 25% smaller out of the other one, and the other one being 75% larger, is because that 1 piece is gonna be 1 braid, and then the other piece that I have in my mouth is gonna represent the 2 other strands. I'm gonna split my hair in half and tighten it up just a little bit, and then I'm going to tuck away 1 piece to go with this braid and then the other piece to go with the other braid, and then we're just gonna braid it all together. So I'm gonna take that piece that was in my mouth that's 75% thicker, and then I'm gonna add it on top and then now begin to braid my hair. This is the same thing like using the crossover method. Basically, you take the 2 strands and you kind of cross it in a loop with each other and then braid down. I always have a trouble doing that. I actually tried it with the back and it wasn't working out, and that's when I gave up and decided to do it with the front, this method, because it slips out for me. So I think it's just a little bit more sturdier with getting that base together. Now you're gonna come across this situation where your rubber band sticks out, and that's why I like to use the clear rubber band, because it's easy to just pull right out and then you have that nice, neat braid. Look at that, boop, right out. I'm gonna show the method one more time, which again is very simple. Basically, you take your crochet needle, you're gonna take that canker line here that's a little bit smaller, you're gonna pull it through, make sure it's nice and even, and then you're gonna take your twist, you're gonna section it off, pull one to the bottom and the other one to the top. Then you're gonna take the larger piece and then you're gonna begin to braid your hair into the 3 sections down. If the rubber band is sticking out once you're done with your braid, then you go ahead and just cut it off. Make sure you're very careful not to cut your hair when you're cutting it off. And that's basically it. So some facts about this hairstyle: it did take me 8 hours to do. Yes, it's very tedious, but I like to make sure that my braids are really neat. Also, they were butt length long. So that's another reason why it took me so long to do these braids. Do I prefer this method over the way I usually do my box braids? Because you guys have seen my box braid video. If not, I can show it below. I actually don't. I like my own personal method on how I do my box braids, but this technique is very popular with doing the T crossover. So if you want to try that technique and need a different version of how to do it, you can definitely follow this video. Also, what I like about this over my technique is that there's less tension in my head. The braids are not as tight. I can move it around freely versus the method that I personally use where I literally cannot move my box braids. To finish it off, you're just gonna add some Eco Styler gel to your edges if you like, and then tie your hair down. I didn't show you guys like the end clip with me wearing makeup and everything like that because I was very sick, been sick for the past week. So I'm just going to show you the end clip on how it looks a week later when I felt a little bit better and I felt like putting on makeup. If you guys have any questions on how I did this method, please leave it below. I'll try to put as much information in the description box, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.